Right, hey guys, you're here with Tom again from PT Mastermind, and welcome to the 8th episode of Knowledge Bombs. Now, this is a show where each of my guests has just 7 minutes to drop some serious knowledge bombs to help you get more leads, close more sales, and create the business and lifestyle that you really, really want. Now, my guests are a mix of 6, 7, 8-figure entrepreneurs, not just from the fitness industry, but guys who are experts in marketing, sales, social media, business growth, and today we're going to be talking a bit about mindset. So today's guest is Andrew Sparks. Now, he's one of the leading peak performance mentors and coaches in Australia, and he mentors 7-figure entrepreneurs, high-level CEOs, and world-class athletes to bring more wealth and success into their lives. So, hey Andrew, thanks for jumping on today. How's it going?
Good, Tom. Great to be here, mate. Thanks for bringing me on here.
Wicked. Well, listen, you know the format. Like I just said, you've got 7 minutes to be dropping some serious knowledge. So the thing is, Andrew, when I speak to a lot of fitness professionals, personal trainers, people working in the fitness industry, you know, there's some guys that have been going maybe a year, 2 years, and they kind of hit this obstacle. They're trying lots of stuff, but the business is kind of stalling, and they don't really seem to be moving or growing in the right direction. But they're still kind of doing all this stuff. They're really busy. They're working long hours, and
yeah.
you know yourself that it's got to be down to the mindset. So I was just wondering if you could address that for us today, and like, what is it that these guys can do to help them move forward from that sort of situation?
Yeah, mate. So I guess to start off, it's a very important point to make that to be successful at anything in life, be it business, your health and fitness, your relationships, your finances personally, whatever it is that you're looking to achieve in, it's 80% psychology and 20% strategy. So you might have a strategy that can help you make, I don't know, $1 million. Everyone loves the round $1 million. If you've got a strategy to help you make $1 million, that's all well and good. But that's only 20% of the puzzle. There's still 80% psychology behind that. Now, what do I mean by sharing that? As you know, I do a lot of stuff with athletes, but also a lot of business owners as well. And the number one thing that holds them back is their mindset. The reason behind it is beliefs that have come up, from time to time. The inability to grow their mindset so they can get the results that they're looking for from themselves. If I'm trying to, or let's say I'm working with a client, I can give almost anybody, and I say almost cautiously, I can give anybody a 7-figure business plan, right? And have done in the past. The person's ability to actually implement that 7, 8, 9-figure business plan comes back to the psychology that they have behind it, the belief systems that they have. Many of the limiting beliefs that people have sort of really revolve around, do I deserve it? Am I good enough? Can I do this? The voices that every single person in the world has in the back of their heads in different areas of their life. And it's not important for me as a mentor to help people grow the areas of their life where they don't really want to get ahead. What's important for me as a mentor is to help people remove the barriers between where they are and where they want to be. Now, what I mean by that is if somebody comes into my office and they say, look, I'm trying to grow my business, well, my first objective is to help them remove the barriers between what's happening in their business. I'm not too interested, because I'm serving the client, I'm not too interested in removing the limitation around something else. Somebody might have a belief, people starting up businesses, people that have been in businesses for a little while, they might have a belief system in place that says, I'm not good enough, right? So that might be in and around their business because they haven't gained the mental muscle to get the results that they want. I think that mental muscle that I'm really talking about comes from overcoming barriers. So in their health and fitness, they may have the belief systems in place to go out and work out. I'm a triathlete, so there's two very different training styles that both yourself and I do. People that are gym related, they're focused on, lifting weights and getting stronger and sculpting their body or whatever it is for them. For the triathlete sides of things, we're focused on going hard, going long, and it's a complete opposite end of the spectrum. If I was to get into a gym, I would be absolutely terrible, because I've literally walked into a gym about 3 times in my life. But if I was to go and train triathlon, I've got the mental skill and ability to go, we can ride for 5 to 6 hours on the weekend, get off and run for an hour. But you take somebody out of the gym and put them on a bike, and get them to run for an hour. So you're doing 6 hours training plus a swim in the afternoon on a Saturday. It's a completely different style of training. Now, it's not just the physical capabilities, but it's also the mental ability to be able to sit in the saddle for that period of time, to be able to get off and run. When the legs are absolutely blown to pieces, you have to get off, and that really comes through the mindset as well. So if we relate this to business, when you're starting up a business, it can be extremely difficult if you don't have the right strategy in place. So I know that's a lot of the work that you do, helping people, develop the skill set and have the strategy that they need. That's the 20%. Now, what's happening on the other 80%? Now, a lot of people may or may, some people simply don't have a belief that says that they can't do something, so they just pick up the ball and run with it. So it's not all, not everybody seems to come up against these challenges or pieces of resistance.
So do you think that these unconscious beliefs, that a lot of people are actually unaware of, do you think that they're projecting them into the work that they do and the conversations and relationships that they have? Do you think that they're kind of unconsciously projecting these limitations that's having kind of a knock-on effect that is in turn sort of manifesting kind of a reality that's not what they want, right?
Absolutely, yeah. The subconscious mind is 30,000 times more powerful than the conscious mind. It's slightly different through various readings, but that seems to be a reasonably common number. Now, if I can, take an estimate, even if it was 20,000 or 40,000, it really doesn't matter. It just goes to show you how powerful those subconscious beliefs are. So if I've got a belief in an area around business that I'm not so great, that doesn't mean that it's going to necessarily show up in sport because of that mental muscle that I was just talking about. So, for somebody to go to the gym, for a PT to go to the gym and work out, if they've done it for a long time and they know that, and they have a belief system in place that says, hey, I can push through anything, essentially as a mentor, my job is to take the resource that they have from there and plug it into the other area where they're not being so successful. Some people are great in business and they're not so great in their health and fitness. So, you can see that there's a clear strategy there, and it's just about mapping that across so people can, create the life of their dreams, however that looks for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting, Andrew. And I think we're just about coming up to time there. So,
right.
Right. Well, listen. So we've gone through a lot there in terms of these beliefs that people have about the trainers. Sometimes they're really good at training people, really good at getting results, really good at their health and fitness and that side of things. But when it comes to business, they've not really had that much experience with business, not really been taught a great deal in the certifications. And when it comes to sort of growing a business, now some people hit this wall, and they're struggling because of the belief systems, right?
Yeah, and I'll just sort of wrap up there. One of the biggest things that happens for people is when they're starting their business or in the first 2 to 3 years within their business, they're so concerned about what's going to happen if it doesn't work out. Your ability as a mentor, as a coach, as a trainer, it doesn't matter what industry or what area you work in, your ability to break down the barriers and help people push through the fear will really help, clients get results, to push through that fear of failure. I was running a sales workshop with my database yesterday, and sales is all about the fear of failure. So if you're scared to put yourself out there, marketing, all that sort of stuff, if you're afraid to put yourself out there into the marketplace and you have that fear, then that's really going to hold you back. Now, what's the number one thing you can do to overcome that? Is to take action. All right, action cures fear, basically. So if you're sitting around thinking, well, I can't do this or I can't do that, the way you gain that mental muscle, and that will be through the fear of failure, the way you gain that mental muscle is to push through it and push out the other side by taking action. The more you take action, the stronger you get. It's just like any muscle. The more time and energy you put into building that, the easier things come, and then what used to be difficult 3 months ago is now the complete new normal, so there's no barriers in and around there. It doesn't mean that you can't continue to come up against these as you're growing. Some people get to $100,000 in their business and stop. Some people get to 250K. Some people it's $1 million. There's a few roadblocks and barriers along the way for people, but it's just about continuing to do what you know. So if you're starting out in business, just keep doing what you know. Keep taking the action, and at some point you will break through to the other side. For those people that don't continue to take action, then you really want to you're basically making a decision there that maybe you're not going to get the sort of results that you're after in your life. Anybody can do anything. That's my 100% personal belief. Once you get those beliefs out of the way, people are free to go and create all their dreams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it, Andrew. And it's quite funny, I came across an analogy today from one of my other coaches, and he was saying, it's like if you're standing on a beach and you want to get to that island in the middle of the sea, that fantastic, beautiful tropical island which has got everything that you want on it. You're on the beach and you've got all these crashing waves that are holding you back, that are really quite fierce, right? And it kind of takes some force, some continued force to kind of push through that resistance. When you get a bit further out into the sea, the waves are actually a lot less fierce, just a little bit smoother, just rocking you up and down gently, and you've pushed past that initial resistance, and the rest of that journey is a lot smoother and quicker and more efficient, really.
That's a great one, mate, for sure.
So listen, Andrew, that just about wraps things up for today. Now, I know you do a lot of webinars and online training, which are awesome. I've been on a couple myself. Where can people find out more information about your webinars and whatever you do with your clients?
Yeah, look, they can follow me on Facebook, so you can go to facebook.com/Andrew Sparks page, so AndrewSparks page, PAGE, or you can also go sign up for a strategy session or just sign up at thepeakperformancemindset.com, and we can just add you to the database. If you're interested in having a quick chat, I do offer 30-minute sort of strategy coaching calls just to help people. When I started out, especially in business, I didn't have the mentors. I had to learn everything myself, but now I'm more than happy. That's why we do free webinars almost weekly, and really just want to give back. So yeah, if people want to do that, absolutely love to have a chat with you about overcoming your business or personal goals as well, challenges, I guess, as well.
Wicked. Well, thanks for joining us today, Andrew. Appreciate it.
No worries, mate. Take care.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Tom here from PT Mastermind. Thanks for tuning in for today's episode on Knowledge Bombs. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you've taken plenty of notes so you can actually implement the strategies that we've laid out today. So if you've liked this video and you want to see more, just hit subscribe below. Or if you want to get on the list to make sure you never miss a knowledge bomb ever again, just click the link down in the bottom left. I'll catch you in the next one.